in the last about 2 years of time, a total of approximately 40 new real estate projects have been launched on the Al Marjan Islands, making it almost close to 2 new projects every month. Now, out of these new 40 projects, there are only 8 hospitality branded projects, meaning only 20% of them. Now, why I always focus on the hotel branded projects, there is a reason. You need to understand this place, Al Marjan, is predominantly a tourist destination. It is not part of a city where people are living and working full time. It is mostly a place where they are visiting only for a few days. So when someone is going to Al Marjan and they start looking to book a place for their stay, their eyes will first catch onto the hotel brands they have already heard of or have experienced. They would first want to book there because these places will provide the required hospitality services they want to enjoy during their short stay. Now, which were these hospitality branded projects? First came Address by Emaar, sold out. Then Nikki Beach by Aldar, sold out. Nobu, sold out. The Unexpected Hotel, sold out. JW Marriott, almost sold out. Then we saw the 2 new projects, Taj and W Residences. They both are still available for sale, and I will speak about them later in this video. The problem is, they both don't come with the private beach access. What comes with the private beach access is this new project, the Fairmont Residences. Now let me show you where are the Fairmont Residences located on the Al Marjan Islands. What you see here is the model of the Island 4, which is also called the View Island. Have you ever wondered why is this part called the View Island? Because this is the one part out of the 4 parts of Al Marjan Islands which stretches all the way up to 4.5 kilometers into the sea from the mainland and hence able to provide the maximum sea views. If you want to first understand the full Al Marjan master plan, I have explained in super detail in this video on Xperience Realty channel, the link of which you can find here. Let me start explaining you the View Island. What you see here is the bridge connectivity from the Treasure Island to the View Island. So this is the beach house project. This is Estera by Aston Martin. Then you have the Max project, Shoreline. And this is the new project location of the W Residences by Deland Holdings. And this is another project next to it, which is called Al Hamra Resort by FAM Holding. And these 2 towers are the project called Oceano by Lux Developers. So all these projects are sharing this stretch of beach, and they have the view towards the Wynn Casino from this side. So the Oceano buildings get the best view towards the Wynn Casino. As I've just explained you this section of the View Island with all the projects sharing this part of the beach, just behind that on the outer circular road is this project called Taj Wellington Mews by B&W, which is selling their hotel serviced apartments. And B&W has another project here called Acacia, branded by Fashion TV. And then they have their project called Aqua Arc at this location, in front of which is the Dana Bay project, the townhouses and the villas which are almost ready and up for resale. And they have their residential tower here and the Millennium Hotels here. And this part of the beach is all exclusive to the Dana Bay project. Going forward, this site, this location is for the Lux Developers' second project called La Maisonnée. And just in front of it, at this private beach, is where Marriott International, the luxury collection, is being launched by Abu Dhabi National Hotels. But the big question still being whether they will open it up for investments or not. Continuing forward, just next to the Marriott International is the Address project by Emaar. And just next to the Address project is where the Fairmont Residences is coming. So it is just next to the Address, and I'll come back to this project again. First, let me explain you the last stretch of the beach here, which is one of the shared public beaches. And there are some projects here at different plots which have been taken up by different developers. What has been taken by one single developer and has become the largest master plan development on Al Marjan Islands is this section of the beach, as well as this section between the internal circular road. So here we get a glimpse of what will be coming in the future. Along the Fairmont Residences, there will be a Fairmont Hotel, as well as another residential development coming up in the future on this side. And on the internal circular side, there will be the two tallest towers of the Al Marjan Islands, as well as a Dubai fountain-like feature, as well as a shopping and cultural district, making this section more of a family-centric place. But what is up for sale now are these four buildings collectively called as the Fairmont Residences. Now let me show you what is the view perspective of the Fairmont Residences. Of course, in the front, it is directly facing towards the sea and the beach, whereas the projects which are beside the Fairmont Residences, first of all, we have Ellington's Cala Del Mar here, then B&W's Pelagia, and then we have Decca's Park Beach Residences 2 project here, and on this corner we have Rain's Island Heights. This is the full-scale model of the Fairmont Residences. Let me show you the unit distributions. So there are some one-bedroom units on the front side here, which have the direct sea and beach view. Besides the one beds here which are facing towards the front sea view, there are also some one beds here in the corner in the building 1 which are having partial sea views, and then they have the one beds on the back side here, out of which the ones which are on the higher floors will be having a view towards the island on the back. Here you can get a glimpse of how the view could be, where the Wynn casino is actually on this side. So some of the units here will have a view towards the Wynn casino building. Now the two beds are all facing towards the front seaside. They also have some 2 bedrooms plus study or an office room, which are a great alternative to the 3 bedroom units. And regarding the 3 bedrooms, they have very few of them, only on the corner on the higher floors, which are having huge terrace as well as a private pool. If you see here on the beach, they have these 19 units of 3 bedroom plus maid townhouses, which come with direct garage parking on the back and a private terrace where you can put your private pool. And the epitome of all are these huge 4 mansions on the sea with their private pool, which are very exclusive to this project. Just to give you an idea of how the view could be from the terraces of the townhouses and the villas in this project, I'm here at the Fairmont in the Palm, and I'm standing at the podium level, and what you can see here is all the landscaping done by the hotel, the swimming pool, the beach and the sea. And similarly, in the Fairmont Residences project on the Al Marjan Island, because of its unique location, what view you will get will be towards the open sea without any sign of land, with the sun setting onto the horizon, which is a sight most people crave for on a holiday. Here is a quick snapshot on the interiors of the project, how the different type of units will look like from inside, like the common areas such as the playrooms, the gym, the kids play areas, the corridors, the lounge area, the lobby and the spa. Let me show you a more detailed look of the project. So the main entrance of the project is from here. That's the grand entryway, central lobby here, placed between building 2 and building 3. And here you can see that's the main lobby of the project. And they have some staircase which is going down towards the beach. And they have 2 podiums here. The podiums have the swimming pool as well as the sunbeds, and there is an additional swimming pool, an infinity swimming pool on the sky bridge, which is an adults pool. Alongside, they also have a cigar room as well as some restaurants which come from the Fairmont brand. Now let me talk about 2 main considerations for an investment in this project. Number 1, how does the rental program work? If you are a owner of a property here, you are free to use or rent it on a long-term basis of a minimum of 1 year lease. But if you want to rent it on a short-term basis, which is most likely the case, you would have to put the unit in the Fairmont hotel pool, where the hotel will manage everything for you with regards to managing the property for leasing out to guests. How Fairmont will pay you back will be 60% of the revenues derived from your unit. So it is a 60-40 split between the owner and the hotel management. On the top of it, the owner has to pay the service charges, which is about 30 to 35 dirhams per square feet owned per year. And the second one is how the payment plan works. So the payment plan is easy. It is 60-40 again. 5% on booking, 15% within 30 days from booking, then you have 5% after 6 months, then another 5% after 12 months. And then the best part is, which I as an advisor always suggest to my clients who are buying off-plan investments, it is to choose the project which comes with a construction link payment plan. And this comes with a construction link payment plan. 10% after a certain construction milestone has reached, and then 40% of the payment is on the handover of the property. 40% on handover is a huge chunk of payment, hence making it a great option for rich investors who can take equity release after a valuation from a bank is done on handover, increasing their total asset value. Now let me do a quick price comparison between Fairmont Residences and its competitors on Al Marjan Island. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take each hospitality brand that has been launched on Al Marjan Island, take one of its existing hotel properties and talk about the average price per night in dirhams which is being rented for in that property, and talk about what are the average price per square feet for a sea view for that brand's project that has been launched in Al Marjan Island. So let's first talk about the address by Emaar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the address beach resort in JBR Dubai, and as you can see on the screen that it is being rented for an average of 3,750 dirhams. I've taken 3 scenarios. One is the summer, the second one is the peak time, which is the December end, and the average is around the October mid. And the address in Al Marjan was sold at an average of 3,650 dirhams per square feet. Talking about whether this property is being managed by the hotel is still a question mark, but so far as we know that it won't be managed by the address hotel, the address residences. Then the second option that I'm going to talk about is the Nikki Beach Residences, which was launched by Aldar, and the comparable property is the Nikki Beach Resort and Spa in Dubai in Jumeirah, and those are being rented for around 3,800 on an average, with the peak going to almost 7,800. And the project on Al Marjan was launched by Aldar around the price per square feet of 2,650 dirhams only for a sea view unit. And these Nikki Beach Residences on Al Marjan are not hotel managed. The third brand is Nobu from the US, and there's no existing Nobu property in the UAE. So what comparable property that I've taken is the one in Spain in Marbella, and that one, as you can see, is being rented for around 3,000 dirhams, but it's like the opposite because it's in Europe. So the peak time is during the summertime, and during the winter time it's renting at a minimum of 3,000 dirhams a night. And the Nobu project was sold around again 2,650 dirhams per square feet for a sea view unit, whereas the residential apartments in the Nobu project are not hotel managed, but they had a few section of hotel apartments, and for those it was an 80-20 split between the owner and the hotel plus the service charges. The fourth project that I'm going to speak is the Unexpected, and the Unexpected is in Ibiza, Spain, and the Unexpected has also launched their project on Al Marjan, very close to the entrance of the Wynn. So there in the Unexpected Ibiza, Spain, you can see the average price per night is hovering around 3,500 for a small sea view unit. And the project on Al Marjan was actually sold with the ones with the best view were almost sold to around 6,000 dirhams per square feet. So these units in Al Marjan project, they are being managed by the hotel, and the split is 80-20, but that is after 45% charges are subtracted. The next project is JW Marriott, and this was one of the biggest projects on Al Marjan. So the comparable property that I've taken in Dubai is the JW Marriott in Dubai Marina. There in that hotel, the Marina View unit is renting around 3,300 on an average per night, and the JW Marriott project was sold at the price of 3,600 dirhams per square feet for the best view, which is the sea and wind view. But their split between the hotel and the owners is 55-45. So 55% for the owners and 45 the hotel will take, plus the owner has to pay the service charges. Moving on, the next property is Taj, and Taj has also been launched on Al Marjan. And the comparable property that I've taken is Taj's property in Business Bay, the Taj Dubai Hotel, which for the best unit like the Burj View room is going for around 3,100 per night on an average. And the Taj project in Al Marjan has been launched at the price per square feet of 3,150 dirhams per square feet. It is also a hotel managed property, and the split is 82-18, 82% for the owner, but that is again after deducting the operational costs. Then the last option that I want to compare before coming to Fairmont is the W. So W is also launched in Al Marjan, and the comparable property that I've taken is the one near Dubai Marina, which is the W Mina Sehai, Dubai. And there the one bedroom is renting around again 3,400 dirhams per night on an average, whereas the W Residences project on Al Marjan has been launched at a price of 4,150 dirhams per square feet for the best sea view unit, and their split is 50-50. So it comes at a 50-50 split plus the service charges. So if we compare all these projects with now the Fairmont Residences, the comparable property that I've taken for Fairmont brand is the Fairmont at the Palm. And the Fairmont Palm, the units, the one bedroom units, the larger ones facing towards the sea are going for around 3,700 dirhams per night on an average. And this project is being sold for the sea view unit at around 3,050 dirhams per square feet. And as I mentioned in the video, the split between the hotel and the owners is 60-40, plus the owner has to pay the service charges. Now I get a lot of questions from clients who are comparing Al Marjan Islands with Dubai Islands and Dubai Maritime City. First, if we take Dubai Islands as a destination, just the shape of the islands make the scope of sea views very limited. No one in the market is talking about it. And the existing flight path above restricts building heights, making it not having a good enough vantage point for a much open sea view. 80% of the projects on Dubai Islands will have a view perspective as if it is on the mainland area, like you are in the middle of the city, not close to the waterfront coastline. But the illusion of full sea and sunset views is being unethically promoted through fancy AI-rendered brochures of various developments on the Dubai Islands. The only branded residences on Dubai Islands is the Rixos project, whereas in Al Marjan there are more than 10 branded residences, plus the Wynn resorts is there as well. The amount of supply coming onto the 17 square kilometer of Dubai Islands is going to be way more than what will come onto just the 2.7 square kilometer of space in Al Marjan Islands, which is just the equivalent of the 2.5 square kilometer area of downtown Dubai. Whereas if you look at Dubai Islands from above, you can well understand how big it is. More space, more supply, less exclusivity. Whereas Dubai Maritime City, it is still a strong competitor to Marjan Islands. But again, lack of branded residences on Maritime City is a concern, as the only hospitality brand that will be having a presence in Dubai Maritime City will be the Dorchester Collection in the future. And possibly only one small beach restricted to only a few residents, whereas Marjan Islands already have a total of 7.8 kilometers of beach length, out of which a lot is not restricted to a few residents. On the top of it, a lot of people in Dubai and the ones you hear on YouTube are comparing Dubai Islands and Dubai Maritime City prices with the existing Palm Jumeirah and Blue Water Islands prices, which makes no sense to me now, since they are not the candidates that can become similar. to what the Palm Jumeirah is right now. What is Palm Jumeirah today? After so many years of making, it is one place where you have multiple hotels and branded projects. And what is coming like that in a similar way? You can get it by now. It is the Al Marjan Islands. You can say it is the next Palm Jumeirah in the making. One major objection that comes out is that Al Marjan Islands fall in the Ras Al Khaimah Emirate and not the Dubai Emirate, which is true, and I do understand that Ras Al Khaimah as an emirate has a long way to go to match up to Dubai. But if you closely look at the location of the Al Marjan Islands on the Google map, it is just at the most far end border of Ras Al Khaimah. Even if you look from above, it is almost equidistant from the Dubai International Airport to what Palm Jumeirah currently is. And moreover, Marjan Islands look even much closer to what Palm Jebel Ali is to the main Dubai city. So you can take it just as another island's destination in proximity to the Dubai metropolitan area with more of a connection to Dubai than the Ras Al Khaimah city itself. So whether you are looking for a second holiday home or a legacy brand investment, I believe this is the #1 investment opportunity, not only in the Al Marjan Islands, but in the whole of UAE. My number is on the screen. Do call or message me and let's talk. This is Ankit from Xperience Realty, signing off.